How's it guys? Welcome back to FX Rhapsody. Today we're doing analysis on two currency pairs again. It's going to be the Euro USD dollar and then the British pound USD dollar. On the left hand bottom side is my website. Go visit that. We're using the COT reports in this analysis. So on the website there's a resource tab and where you can download the COT report for free. There's also some nice other information on my website, especially when you're getting started with trading. Go to your video categories. There's lots of information that will help you with your trading career. And then also just, go visit my preferred brokers. I've got the link in my description and also on the website where I tell you all about why I enjoy trading through these brokers that I do. Okay, so let us hit the charts. We are starting off with the Euro USD dollar today. Obviously, we're doing top-down analysis, meaning it's from a daily down to a hourly time frame. So on the daily time frame, what we can see is the euro just in a nice little downtrend. As you can see, you're zooming out, and you can see this whole downtrend forming. What I do is I just take my, there we go, just little trend lines. So on my previous analysis, I was talking about, the euro respecting these trend lines currently. I'm just drawing in the bottom one, just making a little clone of it. And you can see this nice downward movement, bearish movement in the market. So again, previous analysis, I was talking about the euro might go and tap this top trend line, and as you can see, it's respecting it very nicely. And then we had this nice bearish movement to the downside. Currently we are looking at price heading towards this nice area of, let's call it support in the market, right about there. Okay, so that's a nice area, and we can see it's almost time for a nice little buy setup, maybe because it's making a nice little pullback for the euro to possibly go to the upside, or it can carry on downwards and go touch that trend line once again. Again, time will tell what's going to happen. 4-hour time frame. So on a 4-hourly time frame, let's just zoom it out a little bit. Okay, so we see this big push to the upside where it has touched that trend line at the top on the daily time frame, respecting that area. Then coming down, we take our Fibonacci from this low, the swing low, to that swing high at the top there. Okay, so it's the swing low, price moving up, making a turn at the top with that daily trend line going down, and then we see this nice little retracement happening, retracement falling into that 62% to 70% retracement area. So is it time for the price to go down again, or is there a possible buy setup happening on this area for price to go to the top side? So again, this is where you would drill down to your lower time frames just to see, to catch that trade. Let's call it, let's say there's a buy setup happening or possibility for buy. You'll have to drill down to your lower time frames to see what happens. So obviously what I would like to see is if there's any continuation to the downside, price needs to go past this low over here. So that's the key area that I'm obviously mapping out. Okay, so any break below that area, we will see continuation to the downside. I've got a couple of areas that I would like to see price moving back into. We'll get that imbalance in that market with a fair value gap. Price, I would like to see price going into this area again. Okay, so if you drill down to your lower time frames, you mark this out on your higher time frames and lower time frames, you can see and you can catch these pips. I mean, if you just catch any movement to the upside, that's at least a 20 odd pip. But I've also got another area in the market that I'm highlighting, and this is the top area over here. Okay, another imbalance in the market. Now price action gets drawn towards those areas, and that's definitely some key areas that I'm mapping out. So if there's any movement or any possible buy scenarios, I'm just going to highlight this area here. So I'm definitely looking at that block over here So any price action movement above this, we'll see price drawing into that area and a possible movement up to that area as well on the Euro USD dollar. Let's have a look at the COT reports. So we're looking at the Euro. There we go. And as you can see, that a lot of longs being closed in the markets, a lot of shorts being closed in the markets, and we find that price moving downwards. So we still have a net position of 50k. It went from a -6 to a 50k. So we might see price starting to react to that and push to the upside here. Okay, so we have got some movement in the market, or in big institutes maybe pushing some price up. So let's have a look, because currently the euro is at a low. So any movement upwards, we will want to catch that. Just drill down to your lower time frames, guys. Just react to what the market gives you. Draw in these areas in the market, map them out, keep them there, and then move to your lower time frames for any executions on trades that might go up or a possible downwards movement in the market. So that block area, that's going to be key for this week. Any price movement outside of that, that's definitely going to be worth catching. Let's go to our next currency pair. Not that one. Here we go. So this is going to be your British pound, US dollar. We start off with a daily time frame. Okay, let's minimize this a little bit. There we go. All right, so what's happening on the British pound US dollar side of things? I'm just drawing in this little area in the market here, this line, and then I'm drawing in that line over here. Okay, so you can see two areas in the market. So price moving downwards, creating this area over here of a resistance area, price going down. So you have people or big institutes and everybody, retail traders, selling price off, especially with this little retracement and with this movement to the downside, price being sold off. So there will be sell liquidity lying on the top there. You can see price action moving up, hitting that liquidity area, and then started moving down. Similar to this, price going up, coming down, and you have guys placing their buy orders here. So their buy stops will be lying just below that. And as you can see, price hunting that liquidity area at the bottom there. Okay, so now what's going to happen? Will price start moving up? Interesting to see. Let's go to our 4-hour time frame. So on a 4-hour time frame, again, we pull out our Fibonacci from the swing low to that swing high. Okay, from this low to that high, you can see price retracing back into our zone over here. Okay, that's a very nice key area. Interesting to that zone is if you draw it to the side, you will find, let's just zoom it in a bit, you will find that fair value gap. Okay, so you see price started moving to the upside, okay, creating that imbalance with this candle. As you can see, fair value gap in between those two, price going up, not reaching that area, so that imbalance is still valid, price going up, coming down, and eventually tapping into that area. So again, there's two confirmations for me of maybe some buy signals. We have that fair value gap, we have retracement to the 70.5 optimum trading entry. Okay, so now it's an area of interest for price to maybe continue to the upside. But again, don't just climb into a buy. I mean, we're looking at the 4-hour. So any opportunities that you see in the market, I would suggest drilling down to your lower time frames to see if there's any possible buy scenarios happening. Okay, so we'll definitely be focusing on what price currently will be doing in this area over here. So we have that small little area there. Okay, I've got two areas, obviously, or a couple of areas where I've got that imbalance in the market. Just going to take this out. So I just want to draw in a little, because the end of the week, price just, consolidated a little bit on the 1 hour in that gap area. So, excuse me. So we have that imbalance in the market that price might get drawn to. And if you scroll up a little bit more, we have that imbalance in the market as well. Similar to the euro, I'm looking at those two areas where price might be drawing up. So possible buy scenario, again, price could be selling off again. I mean, we're looking at currencies, any fundamentals in news might act or react to that price and then maybe just falling down to the downside. So how could you have caught this little sell area? Okay, so basically, as you can see, I'm just zooming out a little far. So as you can see, price going up, hitting that high area, coming down. So what we do is Fibonacci from this high to that low. Okay, so you have that movement in the market, price going up and then starting to move down. So you have your Fibonacci. So because we are in a selling market, price going up again, we're waiting for retracement to the 62%. So I'm just moving it to the side a bit. Okay, this is where patience comes into play. So price moving from the high to that low, price retracing all the way to the 62%. Barely catching that. Look at that. If you were in a sell, or if you just going to highlight that area. There we go. You could have caught that sell over there as price tapped into that, but then price moved down, came up deeper into that 62%, and that is where you catch your sell area. And look at that, price dropping all the way down, hitting first target, second target, and really third target is at the bottom. So this is also, will price go on to hit that area if you are in a sell, or is it just going to start hunting that, imbalance in the market from there on, maybe to that upside as well? Interesting times for this pair coming this week. I mean, let's have a look. Again, don't just follow my analysis. Do your own analysis if you're not trusting my analysis. But I mean, this is what I see in the market happening. And, dot it down in your charts, and the way, just go down to your low time frames. Never forget that, because that's where your entries happen. On your 15 minutes time frame, that's a very good time frame to just, come into your entries. And then obviously your 5 minutes and even 1 minute time frames. Just look out for that imbalance in the markets, those fair value gaps, price reacting to that, and then just, and use your Fibonacci tool. And guys, you'll definitely come right with us. So that is all from me for today. I hope you enjoyed this analysis. I hope it made sense. If you did, just don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell. We'll see if there's some more analysis coming your way this weekend, and also some, interesting trading content coming this week. So don't miss out on that. So guys, I hope you are staying safe and having a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Happy trading, guys.